I'm Dave Baker. I'm Vice President and General Manager of Four Rivers Community Broadcasting, which is WordFM.
I'm Billy Dunn, and I get to lead all of our development functions and advancement work.
WordFM is a regional network of radio stations in Pennsylvania, Maryland, West Virginia.
We are a radio ministry, listener-supported, and we try to speak hope and life every day to our listeners.
And we share positive, uplifting stories and songs to that region, and we've been doing it for over 25 years.
Yeah, so for us, it happened actually a little bit more technically about 8 years ago. We kind of recognized that we had this bullhorn and we had this incredible way to share information to thousands of people. And we wanted to be a good steward of that. And so we got together, there was a few of us that got together and said, what ministry could we partner with? And how would we leverage what we have, this radio station, to kind of move the gospel forward and point people to Christ? And so we talked about a lot of different things. And what we concluded is that Cure was going to be that partner.
There are lots of people, lots of organizations that would love to get on WordFM and to get on the platform that we have. It's not possible, nor is it practical for us to take on everybody. And we want to make sure that they do line up with our values, and we want to make sure that we can talk authentically about the organizations that we have on the air as well.
So the three of us, Dave, Meg, and I, we drove out to Cure, and we sat down and basically said, hey, we're from WordFM, and we'd like to offer you the full opportunity of using WordFM. And they were kind of like, come on, really? No, this isn't true. And I said, yeah, we really want to be a good steward of what God has given us. And the partnership over 8 years officially couldn't be better.
A Cure spot can be heard on our radio station on a regular basis about 7 times a day.
In 2017, we actually did 2 radio campaigns. So we did one in June for 2 days, and we did one just before Christmas for 2 days, and they were awesome.
I love those days. For me, I don't stop smiling during the Cure campaigns when we're on air, because it is just pure joy to be able to highlight these kids, to present them to our listeners, and invite our listeners to be part of the healing process with Cure.
You know, WordFM relies on people, on listeners to give. It's a listener-supported station. And so for the leadership of WordFM to say, we're willing to open up that pool of donors to Cure, that to me is remarkable. Like, you just don't hear that.
This relationship is not like any of the others that we have with our partner ministries.
It's an honor. We love it. We love the partnership. We want it to go deeper.
And I wear the t-shirt with great pride.
I think for us, it's why not. I mean, at the end of my life, I'm not going to go, boy, I really regret that we partnered with Cure and WordFM. Really regret that I gave my monthly income to Cure to help kids be healed. I really regret that. I don't think I'll ever say that. And so why not do it? And also because that's what WordFM's about. It's about positive, uplifting music, positive, uplifting stories. Cure and the stories that we tell are positive and uplifting, and they share the good news of Christ. Billy and I went to Niger. We were invited by Cure, and it just gave us a tremendous insight and to understand how these kids have nothing, and we bring life to them. And we bring the gospel to them. And not only are they healed and their parents are rejoicing, but their communities are changed when they go back. So, I mean, it was an unbelievable trip. It was an eye-opener for us, for sure.
You know, Dave and I have been on a number of trips. I'm probably 50 or 60. This one will stand out as one of the most impactful for me. And partly I went because I wasn't sure if Dave went alone that he'd be able to get back. So I felt like I had to go and just make sure that he and Brant actually got back to the United States.
That's very true. We not only got to see the entire facility, but the surgeries is really what impacted me the most. I wasn't able to stay in there very long. It was gut-wrenching for me. It just was. I wasn't able to handle that. I just went back into a room and just cried for a little bit because of what we were experiencing there. And just the way the whole Cure Hospital works. I thought it was just amazing.
It was.
Wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, it was amazing because they think through every aspect of a patient. It's not just the physical care, which is kind of incredibly important, but there's the emotional care, the mental care, and then obviously the spiritual care that kind of happens throughout.
What I was amazed at was understanding where these kids come from. When we were there, the team was explaining to us these kids They have no running water, there's no restrooms, there's really no food, their housing is minimal. They really don't have anything, really. And it is just an effort to get there. Just to be able to get to the Cure Hospital is monumental for these little kids and their families. But they come into this, I called it like a little oasis there in Niger. The Cure Hospital is like an oasis.
Absolutely.
Not only are they getting surgery, which is in and of itself unbelievable, and they get fed and they get water. And so all of this was just blowing my mind, really, to see how God is at work in that little oasis in Niger.
Everything that I knew about Cure in my head, it moved 18 inches south to my heart, and it brought those two things into kind of perfect alignment together. Everything I knew about Cure, I got to actually see firsthand.
If you have a chance to go see it. Take the opportunity, go see for yourself, and take the head knowledge you have about Cure and allow it to get into your heart, and it'll change your life.